all about on-page SEO? Is there anything else apart from on-page, apart from these implementations on the on-page? So definitely there is more. So let me take this example. You all see the screen, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Look at this website. So I'm not too particular about the homepage in this scenario. Let's go to their main business driving pages, right? See, if you observe this title, it's written as leading safe. That's all. There is no training. There is no certification. And as per yesterday's method, we would write this title description, correct? Leading safe certification training or training and certification, correct? Course term also leading safe course. You would bring in something like that and you would optimize this web page, right? And now if you look at this web page, there is no marketing or selling element on this web page. Do you see that? If you are a digital marketer, if you are the SEO professional, so what would have you done? Will you do something just 3 points and then you have put some other information here, topics covered, what you will learn, who will benefit, what you get, so some FAQs. And now, if I were the SEO professional, okay, I would have taken care. See, now this is not that appealing to the user. If somebody looks at this page, this is not that enticing, this is not that interesting, this is not even representing a brand, this is not giving a rich experience to the end user. Correct? So, comparatively, now look at this. See, now the same skill dots, we have built a new website for them, right? And now here in this case, the SEO professional has made his presence. And look at this, it's not just about the presentation. Even if you look at the type of information, see now, trained over 5,000 plus nurses around the world on Facebook 4.9, 4.9 on Google, on Trustpilot 4.9, right? So do you see anything as such? You would probably see Google 4.9, just Google. And look at this presentation, this is not that appealing. Okay, forget about presentation. Let's just think of the information. Let's just think of the information. If you look at this, say there is something which is speaking about, this is engaging information about the course. It is telling that average 20% increase in salary for certified professionals. This is not a job oriented course. This is basically a course, a certification program. This is basically a certification program. So people take this course for 2 days and they will earn the certificate. IT professionals with at least 5 years of experience, 10 years, 15 years of experience, people will take this certification. They're already working professionals. They companies expect these certificates for them to put on their lead roles, in the managerial roles, in the C-level roles, different kinds of certifications. So now, if you are speaking positive about your product, that's when people show interest, right? So I'm selling copper water bottle. If I say just copper water, buy it, who will buy? If I speak positive, so across the globe, 60% of the population is using copper bottle. For the last 2 million years, people are using copper bottles. Or so and so king, so and so queen was using copper bottle. It has got amazing health benefits. See, that's when you show interest in the product, correct? When I speak positive things about your product, that's when you show interest, right? See, these are not done by the UI UX designers. These are not done by the website developers. This have to come either from the business owner or from the digital marketers. UI UX designer also, to an extent, he can look into it, but he will fail at it. He cannot really do it to the best. Digital marketers understand better how to sell a product. Digital marketers should have marketing and selling knowledge. Your on page comprises of implementing marketing and selling knowledge as well on the web page. It's not just about writing title. Look at this title, leading safe 6.0 certification training accredited by Scaled Agile. And look at this, it's just leading safe pipeline skill dots. You see the difference? Here the version is 6.0, and have they put 6.0 version here? No, they haven't. Here we have covered certification training as well, correct? That's how people search leading safe certification, leading safe training, correct? And here this is H1, and here also it's H1. It's optimized and this is not optimized. These are regular things which we have discussed, the basic things which we have discussed in yesterday's class. But now coming at this points, you understand, right? You see the difference now, how it's been planned on the web page, key features. And now look at this, we are showing the next available dates, when can they can register for this classes, leading safe training programs, correct? So maybe, so in case if there were no dates also, this is some effort to still grab their attention. This is the effort to get their email, phone number, right? So we are speaking, choose a date of your choice. Eventually these people will be converted, the customer will be converted to these dates only. But then by putting some information like this, you are getting the user details, who all can attend, how it's been presented, prerequisites, skills focused, career path, certification process. So what, how is their career going to be if they take up the certification program? We're educating these as well. See, if you all remember, we understood one of the key parameter or the factors that search engines consider to rank your website is engagement, correct? Is it? One is, the first one is scroll frequency, second one is CTR, and third one is engagement, right? Everybody? And now, when you have
Yes.
a web page, something like this, where you are presenting all the information beautifully, all the information that's needed for the user. See, you are not speaking what is the meaning of leading safe, definition of leading safe, or who is the which is the accreditation body for leading safe. You are speaking something very relevant. Certification overview, key features of the course, the next upcoming dates, right? The course curriculum, who all can attend this, prerequisites for this, certification process, how do they get certification in their hand? They have to take the exam. Benefits, what will an individual benefit if he is opting for this course? And organizations, how organizations benefit by having the certified leading set professionals. Why choose skill dots? They should get trained through skill dots. Why should they get? Because best price, no cancellation, all time zones, experienced trainers. So do you see anything as such here on this page? No. Corporate training. So corporates hire these professionals to train their employees, and there is no such proposition or pitch about the corporate training. Do you see anywhere that they train corporates? Nowhere. See, instead of, even in my case now, dispatch, let's say there are 10 people, instead of training 10 people, if I get a corporate inquiry, they'll have 50 people. Training 50 people will be more beneficial than training 10 people, correct? So as a business, they have to make sure that they are speaking or communicating about it. That's when people will approach them, right? And client reviews, frequently asked questions. You see the difference, right? And chat here, and to the left side, phone, email, WhatsApp, right? And even in the top, you see the Enquire Now button throughout the page scroll. Here now, look at this, Enquire Now, right? Course, yeah. There's so many conveniences. Use the great user experience. The user experience comes with your on-page elements as well. Correct? It's purely about information. So you have to, as a digital marketer, as a SEO professional, you have to be well versed with this kind of information as well. If a website, if for a business, if there is already a website, that doesn't mean you will just write titles and description. You have to take control of it. Now, how we took control of this? We did not find it interesting. We did not find it engaging. We did not find it selling. It doesn't sell. If a sales professional is not performing well, you have 100 sales professionals, you always expect these people to perform, you these people to get the business sales, correct? If these people are not performing, you have to upgrade them, you have to upskill them, or if they are not the right fit, you have to eliminate them, correct? So the same is happening here. This is not as expected, this is not as expected, and hence we are enhancing it, something like this. And this is the staging environment. Soon this website is going to change completely to this version. You take a look at their homepage as well. You all understood, right? As a SEO professional, what else has to be taken care of? Guys, everybody.
Yes.
So how do you see now? This needs certain amount of intelligence. So if you look at this, correct? Will you be able to? So if I ask you to present a digital marketing training, will you be able to present information in selling formats? See, everybody here will be able to do this. Each of you here will be able to do this, right? So to do that, you need two ingredients. One is you have to understand who is your target audience, who is your customer, and what is their pain point, what is their interest, right? Second thing is you have to understand the product or the service thoroughly. What is this leading safe certification training? Who will take the certification training? What is your offering? So if you understand all of these things, you can easily speak about that product. Think yourself as a sales professional. You have responsibility of selling a water bottle, a laptop, here a course, or it can be anything, right? If you have to sell something to a person, you will have your own strategy, correct? How to approach a person. So if you have to sell yourself in an interview, you will have your strategy, how to present yourself, how to pitch, your voice, your attitude, everything, right? You're going to think of each and every aspect around your interview process, correct? Everybody, right?
Yes.
Right, exactly the same. Here, there is no rocket science at all. You have to understand, along with these two things, you also have to understand search engine functionality. So, if you could bear these three things in mind, you can do amazing things. Which are those three things? One is thorough understanding of your product or service or business. Second is understanding of your customer. What is his expectation? What is his pain points? What is he looking for? What is going to be interesting for him? Correct? Sometimes you writing discount or offers will be quite interesting for him. You explaining about the product, you speaking about the trainers, you speaking about the curriculum, you pitching high about the product or service can be quite interesting for them. Correct? And third thing is understanding how search engines function. Right? If you could understand these three things, you will be able to do this job very well. It's nothing but you selling yourself in an interview. Now you are doing exactly the same. You are selling a product or service now, right? So you all may have to start practicing this. I suggest, so each of you will have something running on your mind. Okay, maybe you want to become a recipe blogger or a vlogger, or maybe you want to start your own e-commerce business, right? Something or the other must be running on your mind. Just give a try. How should you be presenting that information on the web page? This is eliminating the human intervention. This is eliminating the sales professional intervention. This web page is replacing the sales professional, right? Now this web page has to speak all that a sales professional speaks. Done. That's the formula or thumb rule for you to get started with this activity. Is it clear, everybody? Any of you has any questions around this?
No.
So why should you be thinking of understanding the search engine functionalities? With that knowledge, you will be able to bring in the keywords in the content. You'll incorporate certain other things from the marketing standpoint, the engagement, a lot of things. Which are the three things that you should know in order to come up with the marketing and selling elements for the web page? I just explained. Can anyone repeat it? Tell them which are the three things that you should consider in order to build a good engagement, good user experience, good selling and marketing pictures on the web page. One is thorough understanding about the product or service or about the business. Second is understanding about the customer, what interests them, what demotivates them, what motivates them, what grabs the attention of the customer, what is the pain point that you are solving, right? If you are understanding that. And third thing finally about the search engines. If you could understand all those three things, you can come up with the best detailed information for your web page. You will have the purpose now, why you should be writing something, what you should be writing there. So that's pretty much about on-page SEO. There are a lot many things in the on-page SEO, but here we are going to segregate them as site-level SEO instead of on-page SEO. So people refer to as on-page SEO only, but here I'm going to group them separately and calling it as on-page site-level SEO. Okay, so I'll walk you through them one by one. So I have written the guidelines as well about writing the titles and description here. Okay, we have discussed them yesterday. We have written samples, titles and description, right? I think we did not discuss about the alt tags. Okay, did we discuss about the heading tags yesterday? We discussed, I guess. So I told you though there are 6 different types of heading tags. So H1 and H2 has to be used only once on your web page. You should not be heading tags are written something like this. You see here I have selected this is an heading tag, and H2 tag will be something like this. H2 will be written as H2, that's all. This is the tag, and if you are putting it like this doesn't show up on the web page. Basically this makes the tag text size bigger. Okay, that's what the heading tags are used for. And always try to use only one H1 and only one H2 on the web page, and there are up to 6 heading tags. The other tags you can use twice or thrice, and always keep it less than 6 words, right? Do not repeat H1 and H2 on the web pages. It should be used only once on the web page. Incorporate the primary keywords in your H1 and H2. If your web page is about digital marketing training, use digital marketing training institute in the H1. Maybe if your second keyword is digital marketing course, use digital marketing course in the second keyword, second heading tag. Your SEO optimized content for all the web pages. We have discussed any SEO optimized content is any piece of content on the web page that comprises the keywords assigned and intended to rank that particular web page for the respective assigned keywords. We will have set of keywords. Using those keywords, we are going to develop the content. And this content's main responsibility is to make the web page rank on Google for all those keywords. So on the on-page SEO, ensure every single section of the web page is up to date and consists of actual information. Review your web page for valid, relevant, conversion optimized, engaging information, and take care of the information accordingly. The information can be in the form of text, image, or video on your web pages. And we have covered this as well. Cover all the selling and marketing elements regarding that particular product or service. Images optimization is basically, see, the if you Google mango, Google shows all the mango images. If you type apple, it shows all the apple images. How is that happening? How are they understand? Do they have eyes? See, we human beings have eyes, and we will, even if we are blind, we can touch and tell that okay, so this is mango, you by touch. So Google is not touching your product, not seeing your product, and still when you search for apple, it's going to show you apple on Google results, correct? How is that happening? See, Google basically understands what it is about on basis of a piece of text associated with the image, and we call that as alt attributes. I'll show it to you. You see here, you see here, images, image to the page has been, one second, I'm just increasing the width of this section. An image tag is always written like this: image source equal to, okay, maybe if we have to copy this completely, do you all see here alt equal to mangoes?
Yes.
So the image tag will be usually written in this format. I'll copy this. So this is how an image tag will be looking like this. See, this loading, all these are extra things. We can eliminate this. So image source equal to https britannica.com. The image has been uploaded here. We will not understand what is that image about. So we digital marketers suggest introducing this attribute alt equal to. So otherwise they will leave this empty. They will leave this empty like this. We suggest boss, how will search engines understand that product is an image, that product is mango? So introduce or put the relevant term over there, and that's when we put the image is about mangoes, right? So that we will fill here mangoes, and based on this information Google understands what is that product about. Not only that, Google starts scrolling your website quite often. Just because it's searching for mango images now, so it means it's searching for alt equal to mangoes, and whichever website has alt equal to mangoes, bot is going to visit those websites. Read that website thoroughly, and this is also improving your crawl frequency. You all got it right?
Yes.
So that is one of the on-page implementation. Yeah. So we will get started with, see, these are all the on-page implementations which we have documented here. Meta title, meta description, right? So the first thing is, in the on-page optimization, understand all the URLs. That's what we did for globaltrans.in yesterday. Allocating the keywords for all the URLs. Then third step is writing the key meta titles and meta descriptions. Right? Here you have the guidelines of writing quality titles and quality descriptions, the best titles and best descriptions, and then SEO optimized headings, heading tags on the web page, SEO optimized content for all the web pages. Ensure every single web page on the website is up to date and consists of actual information, covering the selling and marketing elements on the web page, and then image optimization. This is the very basic on-page SEO, which your website developers will never look into or will not do it. 99% of the times, that's none of their business, right? So this is something that you have to take care of your website, right? So next on the website, we are implementing a lot of them. These are also the on-page implementations, but just because they are universal, the same implementation is applied for all the web pages, correct? So yesterday we had taken one web page, house shifting services, office shifting services. See, these are two different web pages, and each page has its own set of keywords, a unique title, unique description, unique heading tag, unique alt tag, unique bottom SEO content, correct? But when it comes to other kinds of implementations, they will be same across all the pages, or applicable at the top level to the complete website. Either they are same for all the web pages, or it's applicable for the complete website at the top level, and we are calling them as site level SEO. Site level SEO implementations, but many people would just segregate them under on page SEO only. Site level SEO is nothing but again on page SEO only, but since we are implementing it across the website or at the top level, which is applicable to every single web page, it's called as site level SEO. So here is a definition: any SEO implementation that's applicable for the complete website or set of web pages pertaining to a specific theme or format in general is a site level SEO. Any SEO implementation that's applicable for the complete website, that's not applicable only for one page or two page. Either that's applicable for the complete website or set of web pages, not one page or two page. Set of web pages could be multiple pages pertaining to a specific theme or format in general is a site level SEO. So one is, will have the different site level SEO implementations. One of them is the template meta tags. So now yesterday's example was quite easy. The website had 5-6 pages. This particular website has 5-6 pages, and allocating the keywords and writing the titles and descriptions is not a big deal. Correct? It's loading. Let me wait and so this website has hardly 8 URLs or maybe 15 URLs maximum, and writing the titles and allocating the keywords, titles and descriptions, writing titles and descriptions, everything may not take much time, correct? But now think of a website which has 50,000 web pages, a website which has 1 lakh web pages. How are you going to allocate keywords and write titles and descriptions? And if you start today, it might take 1 year to write titles and descriptions for all this 1 lakh web pages, correct? Correct, guys, everybody?
Yes. Yes.
Right? So what we do in that case is, we don't really write for every single web page. We implement a template, so something like this. Yeah. Look at this. It says safe agile six certification, leading safe training. Correct. Now, so this way we will have pages India, safe agile six certification in India, leading safe training. Right. You observe the difference now. I'll type Bangalore. So what it says, safe agile six certification in Bangalore. See whether person searches packers and movers in HSR, is sitting in HSR and searching packers and movers in HSR. Somebody is sitting in BTM and searches packers and movers in BTM layout. Somebody is sitting in Mar13 and searches packers and movers in Mar13. What is changing here? Just the area name, right? Nothing is changing. The term packers and movers is remaining constant, correct? Just the area name is changing. The same has been done here. Safe Agile 6 certification in Bangalore, in India. So if you check any other, this way we have 700 web pages for every course. 700 to 800 or maybe it can be 10,000 also. See, look at this certification in Hyderabad. Now we will tell the developers implement a template where we will put this certification in brackets city. City will be, they will replace Hyderabad with Chennai, Chennai with Mumbai, Mumbai with something else. Right? So a static, a fixed template which comprises the variable components in it. It could be the city name, country name, or maybe if you have something else pertaining to it, pertaining to that region, right? So now, for example, top 20 places to visit in Mysore. Top 20 places to visit in Mysore. Now, when it comes to OT, instead of 20, it changes to top 40 places or top 10 places to visit in OT. Here, variable is 10 and OT, correct? Top 20 places in Mysore has changed to top 10 places in Mysore has changed to OT now, and 20 has changed to 10. Did you all get that? So this way, when you are writing a template title and description for any business, you will get to see the variable components. You have to figure out variable components in order to make it look more unique, and create a better experience for your end user. Did you all get that? Everybody, you all understood, right? So now I will be giving something like this to the developer, or I can create this on the Excel sheet also. So now let's take this example. So now here, house shifting services, car bike shifting services. So now I can extract from this URLs the key keyword. Insert one column to the left. So for now what I will type is, let me ignore this. From here I will do that. Office shifting services. This is house shifting services. Car bike shifting services. This is loading and loading, sorry. Right? So now when I have something like this, I can write a template. Equal to concatenate of house shifting services, comma, house shifting services, best House shifting services in Bangalore. Best packers and movers. Just you can copy paste the same. This is a template title. Did you write title for every single page? No, you did not. But it's different. House shifting services, carpet shifting services. Did you all get an idea? So when I have 1 lakh web pages, this is what the method I'm going to use. See, now there is no difference, right? When it is something like this, Bangalore to Chennai bus, Bangalore to Chennai, it's all bus booking. Now Chennai to Bangalore, correct? Bangalore to Hyderabad, Hyderabad to Bangalore, Bangalore to Mumbai, Mumbai to Pune. See, this way I have 20,000 web pages. Should I be now manually writing? There is no difference. People use always bus booking, right? Bus tickets. So what I will do is I'll do concatenate Bangalore to Chennai. Guys, everybody. Okay, this is just yeah. So now this one. So what do people search? Bangalore to Chennai? Bus booking, right? So double quotes bus booking services, right? Bus booking services. I will then again put space pipeline double quote, right? I'll again put Bangalore to Chennai, Bangalore to Chennai, uh, tickets online. Bangalore to Chennai bus booking, Bangalore to Chennai tickets online, something like this. I want to write something like this, or maybe I will remove services. Okay, so now what will I do? It's the same thing. People use bus tickets, tickets online, correct? Bus booking, correct? Just that people belong to different regions and they want to book every time tickets to different places, different destinations. From Bangalore to Chennai, someone else, and somebody else, Chennai to Bangalore, correct? See, if I'm correcting here, automatically it gets corrected over there. Yeah. Did you all get that? This is called as template title and description. E-commerce websites as well, which has got 10,000 pages or 20,000 pages. Because you doing manually might take a lot of time, correct? Are you all getting this, guys? Is there any difficulty to understand this?
Yes.
Understanding, right?
Not understanding, actually, it's difficult to understand.
Difficult to understand. So, Diksha, so let's assume so you have to optimize 20,000 web pages on your websites. On page SEO. You have to do on page SEO for 20,000 web pages on your websites.
Mm-hmm.
So, on page, what all you will do? You will allocate the keywords, correct? You will write the title, you will write the description, you will write the H1, you will write the bottom SEO content, correct?
Yes.
Now, doing this for 20,000 pages, how much time it would take?
I think it's take a month.
Month. In a month of time, you will be able to do it. So,
Yeah,
20,000 pages
if I
in a
do.
month, if you are working 20 days, so each day you have to work on 1,000 URLs. So, each day 1,000 URLs is possible. If you have to work 1,000 URLs each day, and if you are working 10 hours a day, you have to work 100 URLs every hour. You have to write 100 URLs every hour. Let's assume you are like a super computer, super smart, super quick, but still, should you be doing it manually when you have a better way of doing it? When you have a tractor plowing the land, should you be holding some metal and manually doing it by yourself?
No.
So now I am telling that even if you're capable of writing 1,000 titles and descriptions every day, I don't think you will be able to write 1,000 every day, right? So this can be automated. This can be automated. To automate it, you have to understand what are those repetitive things, what are those common things. So if you look at this, the keyword patterns, bus ticket, bus booking, tickets online, these kinds of terms are common. And now source and destination is the variable, correct? If you have that information, source and destination information or the product name, use that and you can create the automate this process. You can create the template, title and description. See, look at this now, Bangalore to Chennai bus ticket booking. If you have to write manually, you would have written Bangalore to Chennai bus booking, Bangalore to Chennai tickets online, correct? This is what you would have written manually if you have to write, right? So now manually you would have written the same thing for 20,000 URLs. Now since it's going to be the same, you have to make use of the same keywords, bus booking and tickets online. So what have we done? We have automated it, right? Now you are writing it only once and you are just copy pasting it across the 20,000 rows, and it's going to, let's assume now it's all different, 20,000 rows, it's all different now. Let me take this. Now for 1,000 pages, we are writing titles and descriptions quickly in 1 minute. Let's assume these are all different, not Bangalore to Chennai or Hyderabad to Chennai, something like that. Let's assume they are all different. Now look at this. For all this, I'm just writing the titles in quickly in 1 minute. This is your URL web page, redbus.in slash Bangalore to Chennai. Redbus.in slash Chennai to Bangalore. Now this all pages have to be updated with titles and descriptions. So what did I do? I, since, see now this is Mumbai to Pune and you see Mumbai to Pune only here, correct? This is Bangalore to Mumbai and you see Bangalore to Mumbai only, correct? You have to write this page as Bangalore to Mumbai bus booking, Bangalore to Mumbai tickets online, and we have written that's what is needed. And same way description, we can write the description as well here. What are we going to do? Description also same thing. Now description equal to concatenate, I'll tell you. Book Bangalore to Chennai bus ticket online from comfort of your home. Bangalore to Chennai ticket booking is now hassle free. Hassle free. Hassle free. Book tickets online now. Okay. So now look at this. I want to write same thing for Chennai to Bangalore, but you don't have to write it. You just copy paste it. Automatically see bank book Chennai to Bangalore bus ticket online from comfort of your home. Chennai to Bangalore ticket booking is now hassle free. Book tickets online now. And now I have to do it for all the 20,000 web pages. You just copy paste this formula, done. So even if you have 20,000 web pages, you can quickly write the titles and description for your 20,000 pages. So now coming back to this H1, what would have you written in H1? H1, let's take this example again. H1 you
Sir?
have, yeah,
Sir, I have a question.
yeah.
How to do this in the web test? We're doing this in the Excel sheet.
No, how to do?
these things in the web page.
Web page, yeah. See,
Yeah.
web page, see, we are not see web page. If you have to do that, a developer has to code the logic. Okay, so usually we will not do it on the web page. We will first see, for anything that you want to do, you are going to first work on Excel sheets and Word documents, everything on approval. This will be updated to the website. Now this has to be updated to the website. This is not done. You can do it on the website also. I'll show it to you how it is done. I'll take Sanjeev, well, I'll show it to you. So there will be an option to update it to the web pages. So now let's go to one of the blog articles. Right, edit this. You see here the meta title, meta description. So if you on working on it, you have two options. One is you will be coming here. Where did we work? We worked here, right? You will be coming to this sheet. You will be copying this, and you will be manually pasting for page to page like this. One by one, you will be pasting manually like this on every page. But when you have 10,000 web pages, 20,000 web pages, that's not the ideal way of doing it. So when you have 20,000 web pages, there is a better way, better alternative or options. Okay. So which are those options? One is your software developer, your website developer will create a bulk upload option. You can bulk upload everything, all the data to this website, and automatically it comes with this to a so now I will be giving to the developer something like this. I'll tell them, I'll put this as source, destination, source, destination. I'll be giving to the developer. So implement this template to all the web pages. He using the code, he does this to all the web pages. You don't have to do anything on the Excel sheet. If they ask you, okay, you only do and send it to me, you will have list. You will need to have all the URLs, list of all the URLs pertaining to your website, and based on that URL, see, from the URL we extract the information. This information URL will be something like this. Something like this. URL will be something like this. So from this we eliminate this thing and we extract this. We'll be discussing them in the later classes, how to be eliminate when you have 20,000. It's very simple. It's very simple. So maybe let's assume I'll create a first URL. If I'm creating a URL, you will get confused. Okay, let's assume these are your URLs. You can simply replace redbus.in with nothing, and it will remain only Bangalore to Chennai, and then hyphens replace with, okay, I will do that now. Yeah, look at this. I'll put redbus.in slash replace with nothing. Got it? From the URL you extracted Bangalore to Chennai. Now what is the problem here? Hyphens, correct? That also can be removed. So what will I do now? Hyphens replace with space. Replace all. You got what is needed for you. Bangalore to Chennai is what you need, right? And you got it, correct? Did you all get this? You wanted Bangalore to Chennai, correct? And you extracted Bangalore to Chennai, right? So from this you extracted the name, and from this name you created the template title and description. To create template title and description, you also need to understand which all keyword patterns have to be covered. I want to cover bus booking, I want to cover tickets online, and I have covered those two. In case if you have other goal, other patterns to be covered, you can cover them as well. Did you all get that? Still anybody has confusions?
No.
You all understood, right? Okay, so that is what about the template titles and descriptions. So on-page SEO doesn't take much time if your product or service format is same. See, Red Bus, Bangalore and to Chennai, Chennai to Bangalore, Hyderabad to Mumbai, Mumbai to Hyderabad. This all doesn't have wide search patterns. It's just the source and destination will change. People will always use bus ticket, ticket booking, something like that only. You will understand. You just have to understand those terms and combine them with your source and destination. Okay. So next is breadcrumbs. There is something called as breadcrumbs. So we are good to proceed to this topic, right? Anybody has questions with regard to the template meta tags? Yeah. So breadcrumbs on websites, you must have seen something like this. I'm not sure if you have observed it or not. You see this here. You go to any website, they will indicate where are you there on the website. This is indicating the hierarchy. See, Hyderabad belongs to this page, and this page belongs to Agile category. Agile category belongs to home. So it's something like this. So you are browsing a mixer and grinder. It says the product belongs to kitchen appliances, and kitchen appliances belongs to electronics. Electronics belongs to home. Correct? An hierarchy on the website. If the bots has to understand the way the real user understands the hierarchy, you have to implement the breadcrumb schema. Okay. See now, as a real user, we were discussing something called as crawl rate. When a bot is on this page, bot can visit this page, this page, this page. Basically, this is an internal linking, and this hierarchy also indicates what kind of weightage should be given to this final level page India. The competition will be usually low to rank these kinds of pages the down the line, so down the hierarchy, right? So we are understanding where is this page standing on the website in the hierarchy format in this when we go by the structure, right? So the main purpose of this is to improve the internal linking. Bot which has visited this web page will visit this web page, or energy will be flowing from main page to the subsequent pages, right? So if we real users are understanding this hierarchy, and if bots also has to understand this the way that we understand, this has to be wrapped with breadcrumb schema. Breadcrumb schema looks something like this. See, don't be scared of this, worried about these things. So you don't even have to really understand the schema code, right? The schema code looks like this. This is work of developers. You just have to understand if the schema code is implemented or not. Schema.org, this is nothing but a language which bots understand. So if I am speaking to you in Hindi, you will understand. Let's assume none of us here knows English. And if I have to communicate something to you, I have to speak to you in the language that you understand. It could be Telugu, Tamil, Hindi, Malayalam, Gujarati, Bengali, whatsoever it is, correct? Same way now, if I have to convey things the way how I understand to the bots, right? So there is a tool called try it out in the rich results test. So there is a tool called schema rich results testing tool. Okay. So if you provide the URL, so it tells you whether there is a schema implemented on this page or not. As a digital marketer, you have to just use this tool, understand if there is any schema implemented on this page or not, and also understand what kind of schemas are applicable for this page, and suggest your developer to implement it. So the prominence of this breadcrumbs is not that much. Even without having breadcrumbs, you should be able to succeed in your search engine optimization and performance. This is just one of the practice, and just people are continuing with this. There is a better alternative implementation than this. Okay, so 8 valid items detected. Which are those 8 valid items? One is product snippets, two is breadcrumbs, three is events, four is FAQs, five is reviews, and maybe events. There are three. If you look at this, and this has got two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You see the count. If you see this, it's 8. We will discuss this now. This is part of actually the snippets. It shouldn't be differentiated as breadcrumb and snippets. This third point and second point are same. Schema or markup language is a schema code that's implemented on your website or web pages, wrapping the respective type of information. This helps bots to easily understand the information the way how a real user understands. So I was speaking an example. The number of pages for a book are 500 and the price of the book is 900. And we real users understand 500 is the number of pages and 900 as the price. Bot doesn't understand 500 is number of pages and 900 as the price. Bot sees 500 as a number, 900 as a number. And it never relates that is the price and this is number of pages. Are you all following me? So now if you have to help bot to understand the way how you understand, now we are going to use a language that bot understands, right? And for different kinds of information, we have different kinds of schema, right? Right? It's something like this now. Product schema is to speak about the product details. Review schema is to speak about the review details. I want to convey to bot about the review information. I'll be using review schema. So these are the different kinds of schemas. There are many more schemas which you can implement, and schema implementation, there is a website to refer to. Okay, schema.org. So here I am searching for the books. If you are selling books, you can implement a book schema. Book schema, just click on this. You will get to see they are explaining how to implement a book schema, and you don't have to really understand what all this is and how to implement it. You just have to understand. See, now look at this book format, content, ebook, or it's a hard copy. There are a couple of details. Yeah. Now schema.org/book. You don't even have to explain any of these things to the developer. You just have to tell them, boss, I want a schema to be implemented, a book schema to be implemented. So what is the name of the book here? If you are selling name of the book, a complete guide to UI UX designing is your name of the book. You can fill this dummy details with the actual information of one of the books so that they understand, the developers, and they will implement it for all the 10,000 books published on your website. They are not going to do this manually. They will just put it in their HTML. They will make this part of their HTML. Are you all getting it? So if they have to improve, if they have to change the color of the complete website, do you think they will change all the pages color one by one? No, they will have a common control CSS file. They'll change it over the same way. They are going to implement this, and these details will be coming from the product dynamically. Variables. These are variables. So you just have to tell them, boss, my business is all about books, and implement the book schema. I am selling products. Implement product schema. So you search here, and you will get different few tens of types of schemas. Organizational schema, educational organization, recipe schema, author schema, right? You will find different kinds of schemas. You just have to understand which is best suitable for you based on the information, what kind of information or details available for your product, and you have to tell your developer, boss, implement this for my website, right? So exactly that's what is being done here for this website. For this website, so the digital marketer, the SEO professional has asked to implement product schema. Okay, product schema. Have asked to implement breadcrumb schema, event schema. Events is the show is happening, the circus is happening on so and so date. The price of the ticket is so much, right? Certain kinds of details are wrapped, and we are communicating it to bot. FAQ schema, review snippets. These are the different kinds of schemas implemented for this website, right? Based on the type of website, the product that you are dealing with, you will have to implement, pick the respective type of schema accordingly. So what is the use of the schema is, first thing is bots crawl your website quite often. Second thing is when bots understand your website information, we have discussed that previously in one of the class. I showed you this. Let me take you back to that section. Yeah. So this website has implemented event schema. This website has implemented event schema the use. So it's not only improving the crawl frequency of your website, but it is also improving the CTR. The chances of people clicking on this will be high, right? When it is showing all this information on Google search results, correct? Did you all get that?
Yes.
Yeah. So there are many more schemas. You can use this website, browse this website, right? And thumb rule is schema is nothing but a language that which bot understands. If I am putting all the details on my web page, bot reads everything as text and numbers only. It doesn't really understand name as the person's name. It doesn't really understand the number of pages as the number of pages. It reads 500 as a number and it never understands its number of pages. If it sees 5 out of 5 rating, it just sees 5 as a number and it never understands 5 out of 5 is the rating provided by people. And now, as a digital marketer, you have the responsibility to communicate it to the bot, and that's when bot reads it easily, understands it easily, and it gives respective prominence or importance for your website to show up on the Google. And when it reads and understands, it shows the rich snippets on Google, the star ratings, everything, and the chances of people clicking your website will be high. Correct? That's the advantage of implementing schema. Okay? So in today's class, we have learned the template titles and descriptions, template H1s. You can do same way template bottom SEO content as well, right? And you have learned rich snippets. Okay, I think it will be too much if we start sitemaps. Sitemaps will take a lot of time. Okay, maybe we can touch this topic tomorrow. If you are touching this, this goes up to 12:30 then. Yeah. Schema is a language or a piece of code that you are using to communicate things effectively to the bots. Once bots understands, the outcome is they present it very nicely on the Google search results, and we call them as rich snippets. Okay. So if you are made to learn digital marketing, the outcome will be you will become a digital marketer. You will grab a job in digital marketing domain, or you will implement this knowledge in your business. Correct? Correct. Ila? So anybody has any questions about schema or the markup language? So you don't have to write anything. You just go here schema.org, and another thing that you have to understand is what kind of information. See now on this, by default I know if I have to show star ratings on Google, I have to compulsorily implement review schema. And now this website has events, dates like movie tickets or circus dates or training dates. So all this will be counted as events, and there is a event schema. If my website is all about recipes, I understand. Okay, so if see schema is nothing but for your, if you think there is a information for Google and if you want to communicate it effectively, you can wrap that under schema code. You just have to go and search recipes, books. If you are speaking about recipes, it shows you see recipe schema. So it is providing some explanation of what all this, what is needed for you, what kind of information you should have to implement this. But don't get into that headache. Just pass it to. There are different formats of implementing, such as microdata, RDF, JSON, LD structure, and this is the final outcome. How bot reads that information. These are the different scripts or the languages formats of presenting the schema, implementing the schema. Your developer will just provide using this item prop, span item prop, item name, such kinds of commands, and wraps all the information. Okay. So if you don't have a developer, if you have a WordPress website, so there is a plugin available for your WordPress website, which is called as schema markup plugin or rich snippets plugin. There are different plugins. Again, to scan the documents, you have different kinds of apps on Play Store and App Store, right? Same way, to implement schema for your website, there are different kinds of plugins available with your WordPress website. Some of you who has missed WordPress classes would find it difficult to understand what is this plugin, but eventually you will understand. We are covering the topic for whomsoever have missed. It's like an app. You're downloading app for additional features on your mobile phone. You want to book a bus ticket, you're downloading an app. That's nothing but add-on features for your mobile. Same thing here for the websites, right? Shall we wind it up for today? Everybody,
Yes.
are you all understanding it? Yeah. Then let's connect back tomorrow. Yeah.
Yes.
Fine then. See you all of you. Bye.
Okay,
Bye
bye
bye.
bye.